yeah! What is going on, you guys? We're back at it with another video. We got the Macho King, Macho Man Randy Savage. We got the Burger. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. We got the Burger King. Whopper. Bam. We got the French fries. Bam. Oh yeah. Shout out to the Macho Man Randy Savage. I was trying to do some of the videos, some of his WWF interviews he would do. He would come in and he would be like, "Oh yeah." Anyways, we got the Whopper. Thumbnail. Okay. Make sure. I don't like these big ass onions on my shit. Do you ever like with the big onions on yours? I don't like with the big onions on mine. No onions in mine. How is everybody doing out there today? Hope you guys are doing good. Hope your family is doing good. Bam! The Whopper. The big Whopper. That's what she said. Of course, got the diet pepper. Dr. Pepper. And then for condiments, we got the hot honey barbecue sauce. Bam! Right there for you. And it's organic. So this is going to be for my fries. Okay, that's good right there. Man, you cannot beat a Whopper. The only thing is, they need to cut back on the salt on the French fries. You know what I'm saying? A little bit too much salt. But they put that on all the fries. I mean, McDonald's is too much salt. Burger King probably pretty much everywhere. Here in Illinois, it is. It's very rainy today outside. This is my last cheating days of the week. Sunday, tomorrow, is going to be diet time. So I get this weight off me. That is for sure. Hope you guys are doing good today. I know I already said that, but I do mean it. Anybody who's watching this video, put in the comments what you like. What sandwich do you like? Or which meal do you like? Man, July is almost over with. July, what is today? Like July 26th? It is almost over with. I got some tomato plants I got growing out in the back. Finally starting to get some progress on my tomato plants. I'll have to go out there and show you guys the progress on my tomato plants. They're starting to grow off. They're starting to grow off and make the fruit, which is really cool. I got three plants. I got like a really big, huge pot for one, a decent, good size for the other two. I got online and I ordered me another camera. And that is it. I am not spending no more money on equipment. I've already got a good camera right here, just showing. Even though the auto tracking on it's not working right. Oh, there it goes. Now it's working. See, now it's tracking right. So then I got me, I think that's kind of older, but I like this one too. This other one that I got, I can like put it on my hat, I can put it on my shirt, and then I can film myself walking, like a little bit, you know, with your phone. Excuse me. With your phone, and like this one, you know, you're holding it, and then, you know, I mean, I don't give a shit anyways, but people will look at you like, oh my god, he's filming. Oh, is he filming? He's filming me. I'm not filming you, you retard. But, you know, some people, they get weird. So with that camera that I got over there, it's like, more hidden. I start filming my walks. I've been slacking a little bit this week though, but usually I go for like an hour walk every day. You know, over here where I'm at in Illinois, we got a couple of stores that have been closing down. It seems like more and more stores are closing down. Kmart closed down a long time ago. One of the Walgreens is closing now. You know, one of the big lots in our town is closing down, or is closed down. And then we had another one that's like uptown, and or I should say city, upper city, and that one's closed too. And that was just out the blue. We hopped in, we went up there, you know, just to go in there and see what they got. And all the doors were closed and locked. And I looked inside and everything was completely empty. I had a for lease sign, for sale sign. What the heck? What the heck is going on? I mean, Illinois is getting that bad where all the stores are going to shut down. I'm going to be moving. I'm already been trying to find an excuse to move anyways. Because, I mean, if all the stores are closing, why the hell I want to be here when I can go be somewhere else? You know, I used to be an over-the-road truck driver. A couple outfits I used to work for. I would go down to Georgia. I would go down to Florida, Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, New York, Wisconsin, and Minnesota, Missouri. Mostly the South, mostly all South, East, and West. I mean South, East, and North. I rarely went over West, like California, Washington, over that way. But I remember back in the day when Blockbuster closed down. And I was bummed out, but we still had Family Video. We still had another video store. So it was no big deal. But I remember Blockbuster shut down. Blockbuster, the video store. And I remember it shut down, and a couple years later, I ended up getting on the road and start driving. And I went down to Texas, and sure enough, I went down there and they had a Blockbuster. You know, we had a Toys R Us here in the city, and the Toys R Us that we had shut down. I started getting on the road and started driving. And I went down to Georgia, and I looked and I noticed that they got Toys R Us down in Georgia, but we don't have it here no more. When I was a kid, I was raised up all around Toys R Us. It seemed like Well, we would always go in Toys R Us. I don't know. I don't know if it's just Illinois or if wherever you guys are from, if stores are shutting down where your guys are at. Crazy. It is crazy. You know, years ago, I remember there was so much to do in this town. Well, at least when I was a kid, there was tons of stuff to do. You know, tons of stuff to do. Nowadays, it's like nothing. It's like nothing, man. It's like, you know, we just had our bowling alley, not our bowling alley, or one of our movie theaters we've had for years. I remember when I was little. I mean, this movie place, this movie theater was open for ever since I was born. I mean, you know, I was born. I remember ever since I was a little kid to being now. And I was shocked when I went by and I saw that it was closed. After all these years, all this time, they shut down. You know, and it's not because they were, you know, they weren't getting any business, because they were getting business every week, every day. So it wasn't like, oh, they're not getting business and then they're just going out of business. That's pretty sad. It's pretty bad when you go to other cities, you go to other states. You go to other cities and other states, and it seems like they have tons of stuff to do. Tons of stuff to do, you know, tons of places, restaurants to eat. I mean, you know, it's like I realized that here recently. I had a couple last month. I had a vacation, and we ended up going to Maine, Portland, Maine. Man, it was nice. I should have recorded it for you guys. I should have, I should have recorded everything and put it up on YouTube. You know, I should have recorded the whole trip going over there, all the states that we went through, and we got over to Maine, and it was like so much stuff to do. I should have recorded me on the beach, you know, but everybody would see. I mean, I'm overweight. I mean, you would see my obesity, of course, but I would do that for you guys, put it up for you guys, just so you could see the beach, or the Portland, Maine beach. It was beautiful. We went to the Portland White House, Lighthouse. I said White House. We went to the Lighthouse in Portland. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, it just seemed like there was tons of stuff, more stuff to do. You know, it's like everybody was nice. You know, pretty much the majority, everybody was nice. Everybody was cool. You know, and then I get back to, you know, we had a good vacation. We were over there for a couple days, and then we ended up coming back to New York. We ended up going to the I Love Lucy museum that they have over there in Jamestown, New York. I got a video. If you guys want to see that video that I have of Jamestown, New York, I could put that up for you guys. If you guys want to see it, just let me know. I'll put it up because I filmed all the inside of the museum, of the Lucy Museum, and I could put that up for you guys. If you guys want it, just let me know. But you know, we hit up New York, hit up the I Love Lucy place, and then we came back to Illinois. And when we came back to Illinois, it was very disappointing. All that stuff we could do, it was like, you know, we come back here and it's just like, nothing to do. You would think that we would, you know, that we're out in the boondocks or something. You know what I mean? It's like, crazy. But we had a really good time over in Maine. And it was a little bit expensive, but really it wasn't even that much expensive. Like, we ended up taking a good amount of money over there. I mean, we did use a little bit of the money, but not as much as I thought. I thought we were going to use a lot more. But sure enough, we didn't, which was very nice. What, next year? Next year we're going down to my favorite place. I love this state. Ever since I was over the road truck driver. Dispatcher said to me, because usually I would get home on the weekend, so every week I would leave out Sunday, go all the way to Friday, get home sometime Friday. Either it would be early or late in the afternoon. Boom, go home, have Friday, the rest of Friday, Saturday, bam, head out Sunday. I came back in Friday, early Friday. My dispatcher, Chappie, he said to me, he said, "Luke," he said, "man, would you do me a favor? I got a load that I'm taking down to Florida." He says, "You know, do you want to run it? Do you want to run down there and, you know, have your weekend down, you know, work the weekend, go all the way down there, and then, you know, down to Florida?" And normally I would have told him, "No, I'm not doing, you know, I don't want to do that." You know, I never wanted to work my weekend because you got to understand, like, once you leave out Sunday and you get back Friday, you barely have any time. I mean, you know, you get back Friday and it's like nothing. Sunday comes around and you got to go. You know, you're back on the road. You got to load, leaving out Sunday to get there Monday. And he said, "Yeah, you know, do you want to go down there? You want to?" And that one, I said yes to, because I always wanted to go back down to Florida, because I went down to Florida on my first outfit, the first company that I worked for. I went down there. I went down to Jacksonville, Florida. and I loved it. I went down there with the Star company that I worked for. I went down there, delivered the load. I was asking the guy down there because I think it was like close to December. I said, "Man, you guys don't got no snow down here." He said, "No, man. Well, we hardly ever get snow down here." This was back in the day. This was a long time ago. When he was telling me this, and I was thinking to myself, "What?" Because I've been up in Illinois my whole life. I've been used to, when wintertime, when after October it starts getting cold, and then wintertime comes. Snow hits the ground, boom. So I was shocked when he told me that. I said, "What? You guys don't get snow down here?" I was like, he was like, "Yeah, man, it doesn't even really get that cold down here." I was like, wow. So when he offered me that, the outfit brewbaker that I worked for, I said, "Yeah, I'll do it." And I went down there. And I went down to Miami, Florida. I went down there, you guys. I didn't want to come back. I said, "You know what? You can leave me down here for the weekend. You can leave me down here all week." But of course, I delivered my load Monday in Miami, Florida, and I ended up having a load going all the way up to Michigan. So I ended up, I was down there on my weekend, and I loved it. I love being down there. I love Florida. I love Florida. I went down there, and then I had a couple loads, a couple times. I think I had another one that I went down to, or with the one in the Miami one, I went through, and then I went by Orlando, picked up a load, and came back. But I had one that I went there. I think it was either Tampa. It was either Tampa or Orlando. It was back in Orlando, and I drove through Tallahassee, Florida too. But man, everywhere down there, I like it down there in Florida. I loved it. So next year, this year coming up, next year vacation, we all decided that we're going to go down to Florida. So I'm looking forward to that, going down to Orlando, Florida. Yep, that's gonna be fun. We're gonna head up, probably head up Walt Disney. Maybe have a day to go in there, see everything, or see what some of, I mean, we're gonna have a couple days on the beach. I know they got some water parks. They got so much, stuff that you could do down in Florida. So, I am definitely looking forward to it. Okay, so I think that's gonna be it because I ate most of it. Let's see here. Switch camera. Bam. So right there's the sandwich. There's the fries. Pretty much done. Pretty much done, you guys. All right, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Another eating vlog from a Luke Raw World, the man himself. And well, all right, you guys. That's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe button. I do appreciate it. And as always, you guys, stay golden. All right, you guys, stay gold. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace. I'm out.